Hi. Oh, needs to be a little bit lower down. I forgot to check that. Hey guys, how are you doing? Let's see if I can actually see my stuff here. And move this over here, and we should be good. Hello. How are you? Hopefully you guys are having a good Wednesday. Hey, look, I actually remembered to, press the live button when I was supposed to. I'm gonna be upset about yesterday for a while. Even though, honest mistakes happen, but that was one of those. I can't believe I did that, but such is life. Also, hi, Savvy. How are you? Yeah, I just asked you, just answer that question. Yay! It's a bit muggy over here today, so it's kind of bleh. Yeah, bit muggy. Waiting for my replacement laptop cooler for the replacement one because this one doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Like, literally, I have to have it all the way up to even cool at a good enough rate. Plus, I feel like this thing doesn't really fit my laptop. So, yeah, either way, I'm going to be sending this back since I have till tomorrow. Yeah, luckily I still had it was still within the return period, so I could return it and get my money back. So, that's a thing. And yeah, so the one should be coming today, and then I'll return the other one tomorrow. They're kind of busy digging up our street, so I'm kind of glad it's not today. But we'll see. It's supposed to get here by 10 p.m., so probably going to happen after stream, but we'll see. But yeah, other than that, working on dish towel, commissioned sock this morning, and fiddling around with things in the background that I've been meaning to get done. I still need to poke at the bot because there is a thing I need to get it to do, and it won't do it. Well, one or two things actually, but I actually finally got around to these sorts of things, so that helps. Alright, so in digital art stuff, we're going to be working a little bit on this, and also a bit on this one, which I need to zoom back out. There. I added the gray background to give it a little contrast, although I think I should probably lighten the shade of gray because I feel like it might be a little bit too dark. There we go. Since, these colors are a bit dark, a lighter gray is probably better for this one. But I'm probably going to be switching between the two pieces today. Both of these are probably going on Rebel at some point. This one is probably more closer to being finished in comparison. Also, I really do enjoy that I can have my microphone on my camera arm now, so this is a lot more convenient for things.
Oh.
No. Goodbye. Brother. Don't mind him. Alright. Okay. Oh, because that's a hidden layer. I was like, why is that doing that? I still need to clean up this, which I might do a little bit of that. Which layer is that? Okay, that's shadows for that. It's somewhere here. Okay, donut sprinkles, yeah. Which I'd probably need to clean those up a little bit. I meant to clean those a while ago, but I was not in the mood. Plus, I think this cooling pad not being the greatest thing ever is why my computer blue screened the other day. And I was just like, you just did what now? Out of nowhere, and I was just like, let's see. Also, where is you? That's the background for that, and that's the shadows. Okay, there we are. This is why I'm having like 20 layers for things, but it's kind of necessary. So, forgive me, but I'm gonna zoom in a bit closely, although, also, yeah, this, I need to get that spot, because I saw it since the other day, and it's been bothering me. There. So that spot's fixed. Let's see. Oh, wrong That's the wrong thing. Whoops. And then let's get back up here and do that. But honestly, this is more minor, really. But oh, yeah. And where's that? Oh, because that's the oh, okay. Never mind. I would have to poke at that at some other point. I did start cleaning this up, I just hadn't gotten to finishing cleaning this up. Okay, that's also another thing I need to fill in the gaps on. Because the gaps weren't there until I started cleaning up, obviously. Do. So, yeah. That's a little bit for me. Alright, Alright. And then let's actually make that a little bit. There we go. Do. Let's see. Oops. Oh, actually, it's not bad. Oops, that's a different layer. Also, I need to move that back here. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, and here's Splatter. No one asked you in a cafe. Let's see. That's mostly fine for now. Probably help when I get the chain line art color for that. Let's see. Probably fix these up here. No. No. Okay. So not you. I'm answering a question. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. In this shape. Hey, mechanical pencils, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay. And I'm gonna have to probably fix a wee bit of the shadows because they look a little off also. Yeah, mechanical pencils, I'm doing alright. Real smuggy day today. All in all, not terrible. Waiting for a replacement laptop cooler because this one is a bit subpar and I feel like it's incorrect size-wise too. So that's fun. And then I'll have to send this back via UPS tomorrow. So that's fun. Oops. Pressed the wrong button. Oops. Sorry, I need the mic for just a second. And although, where is that layer? Nope. Let me darken. Really? That's what darken does in this state? Okay. Okay, dull it dodge. No. Yeah, divide's probably better. Alright, and yeah, and that's probably fine that way. Although, alright. Oops, new. Alright, there are little gaps in here I need to fix. That's this. Yeah, it's okay, that's there. And that's okay, then where the heck is this then? Okay, it's the line. Yes. So it's down here somewhere. Okay, it's nothing to do with the. Oh, wait. Yeah. Rim. So. Let me just make sure there are nothing really significant in the way of cracks here. Okay, where's my little toolbar so I can move this thing around? It is still always so weird to me that, you know, golden brown of a donut is basically kind of a shade of orange, which you can see right here. It's like a pretty light shade of orange. Almost orangey yellow, I'd wager, because it's pretty close to yellow here on the wheel. One of those things I always find weird. Alright. One of these, it's okay, that. I'll need to fix those. And then let me move over here. And also, yeah, it seems to be a little crack in that blue color, not blue, purple. Save that. Right there. Zoom right back out. Okay, that looks a little bit better. It looked a little bit patchy before. Although there's a little bit of gap on that side somewhere with this color. So I'll have to deal with that at some point. Although I should probably just go from here and whoops. I do that. And such a napkin that I want in here. Which one of these I want? I think this one. Yeah, that's the one. Although not in that color. Thank you. Where are we? Okay, that's the cup. So I should be able to add in what I want to add in from here. So let me change this color to something a bit more palatable. It's only temporary, so it literally does not matter what the color is. Obviously, it's gonna be a bit sloppy, but I do plan on, nope, that's a little too high of a line. Cleaning it up. We're adding flat color in there. Or rather, oh, I do want this. Although I do need to shove clothes in the laundry. Well, in the drawer specifically, rather. So I'm actually going to be right back. I wanted to at least put it down so I'd remember that I wanted to do that. So I'm going to put it briefly on the be right back screen and I'll be back in like 2 minutes since it shouldn't take me that long to just shove clothes in the dryer and return it on. That reminded me I had put them in the freezer. That I really do like them a lot, weirdly, which I am not kidding when I say frozen grapes hanging out in this thing. Also, not fully frozen, so not completely, like, hard on my teeth, because my teeth can get sensitive. So, basically, they kind of hang out in the freezer for about an hour, which actually at this point has been like an hour and a half. So closer to being full on frozen, but not fully frozen yet. But yeah, that's a thing I've been doing this week. Don't know why, but I'm just like, you know what? Let me try this thing. Also, whoops, did not mean to zoom in that quickly or that closely. I will get back to the napkin. I just want to actually do a wee bit of shading on this here. Which I think that's, if not this layer, this layer? Yeah, that's this layer. Alright. Awesome. Want to make sure that I have my layers correct before I start doing stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to at least eat some semblance of fruits and stuff, so that's why I'm just like, frozen grapes seems like a good idea. And so far, it's been a thing on the daily, but grapes tend to not last long because, you know, fresh fruit rots quickly, so it's gonna be only a couple of days for that. Sadly. Until the next time we buy grapes, but given grapes have like a good amount of water in them, apparently. I'd Googled this yesterday when I was chatting about this briefly, but apparently grapes have about a cup of grapes have about 4 ounces of water in them, so basically it's basically having a small drink of water. Which also explains why they freeze so well. But yeah, clothes successfully shoved in the dryer, and so I'll probably have to deal with that in about, say, hour and a half. So probably about second break time. I will likely have to grab those and get them folded. I hate folding laundry. That is like my main gripe. I don't mind them in the machine as much, but the whole drying them part, or the putting them away part rather, is not my favorite pastime. Let's see. Lighter. I still want it brown. I just want to give a little bit of a light bit here. Although do. And then up here is probably I have to erase that part, but that's not difficult. I realize I have a majority of the lowlights, but I never got around to, you know, doing highlights. And a little bit. There it is. I knew I got that on at least one of the pretzels there. Erase that little bit there. A little bit darker than that. On the edges. Alright, although, does that actually cover up the other shadow I did? That's the line. Okay, then, yeah. I'll have to put that... maybe... different layer? Let's see. Wrong layer. I do want to retain the lowlights, so... Oh, that's the same layer. Well, that's a problem. Thank goodness for Control Z. That's all I gotta say on that one. Alright, so... that's the lines for that, so... I'll probably have to... make another layer, because of course I do. Ugh. Layers forever. Alright, so... so that's still above the flat color, so that's still gonna cover those, but that's fine, as long as I'm not erasing the lowlights that I'd already put in there, shadows and all that. I'm not as perturbed about it. And then... also, don't know why, but all of a sudden I've been listening to Do As Infinity, if you're not familiar with 2000s anime. They did a lot of the ending theme songs for Inuyasha. Or rather, their work ended up on the show as ending theme songs. I'm like, is it suddenly 2003 or 4 again? Although, I didn't have things to really listen to music at that time because that was about junior high for me. Which is kind of insane to think that that was that long ago. There. Just want to make sure that I soften things out enough. Oh, I didn't see that one. Alright, actually maybe a little bit lighter than that too. But I don't want to veer too hard into the orange territory because it's a weirdly fine line between brown and orange. Try that again. That's better. Oh, that one. And then even a bit lighter than that. Yeah, it's just on the edge of brown. It's like a caramel color. And then this. Ah, that's why, because the opacity is all the way up at 100. And then go over that. A little bit of white, and then soften that out a little. Oh, how about if I turn that down too? That would probably help. And then soften that up a little bit. Erase for like the 5th time. I swear, doing this stuff is like putting on, what is it, foundation on one's face. At least that's what it reminds me of when doing with the airbrush. You know, one false move and you have the wrong bit off. Which that reminds me I hate foundation, which is why I tend to not put it on my own face. Just because I am prone to touch my face a lot. But obviously, you know, given ye old plague, something I'm trying to avoid doing. Especially when I'm outside. Tamper that down just a little bit. And then blend that out so it's nice and soft. And then it'd be hilarious if I end up hating it and just erasing the whole thing afterwards. But at least I did the thing. Oops. That was me. Want to make sure that wasn't on the pretzel. Let's see. Okay. Although, actually, let's opacity to like 8% and maybe erase like a little bit of it to make it a bit dim. Yeah. Whenever I do that too strong, it tends to look fake. And it's one of those things you kind of have to think about also. And my background. Did I accidentally hide that? Yes, I did. I was like, why is it no longer gray? Well, I don't know, maybe because the background doesn't exist anymore. Alright. Alright, so for now, let me go back to this for a bit. Where's my pencil? Where, I think, yeah, because it's on the cup layer. Although, let me just erase a bit of the sloppiest of the lines. Given humidity, I imagine there's a bit of moisture in the air, which is gonna bring mosquitoes, so that is another reason I kind of want to avoid outside. Just because mosquitoes unfortunately like me a lot, and obviously I don't like them in return. Anytime I try to itch, and you said mosquito bites, that leads to very much welts on me. So that's fun. And by fun, I mean terrible. Yeah, that's my very much the not fun part of summer. Although, even if I'm inside, if someone decides that, hey, leaving the door open way too long is a good idea, they get inside and bother me anyway. So, inside is technically not safe either. So, literally cannot win. Also, let's tilt this canvas about. Thank you. Also, where the heck did that pink spot come from? I need to figure that out. And erase it. Which I'm hoping. No, it's already hidden, so it can't be that layer. Although, the only layers I was really using pink was one of these. Nope. Really? Oh, it's this one. Okay. How the heck did that happen? There we are. I'm probably gonna make the napkin the purple color that the straw is, because I don't want to introduce too many new colors into this. Making sure I don't accidentally erase the cup liner, because that would suck. Also, just a reminder, I think I've mentioned this the other day, but I do want to mention affiliate anniversary is coming up soon, so best save up your points. Especially if you want to grab any of the potential prizes. One of them, I'm gonna have to probably get a move on to see if I can even get those in time. I'm hoping so. But we will see. That'll depend on some things, because I'd rather clean up the art for that before I put it on the thing I'm planning to put it on. Alright. Tilt that back up to normal. It is really handy that I actually know the shortcut for that now, so it's a lot less haphazard than what it used to be. And it came to me doing this. Also, yeah, since that's the folded area, I should probably have, if not over or under, but at this, yeah, because that's underneath there. Yeah, I could probably go something like this. Doing this kind of reminds me of like drawing on like a grayed out chalkboard of some kind. Alright. Gently. Do. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Although I need those lines in there if I'm showing that this is folded. Also, let me... uh... No, I feel like that's not quite right. Come on. Let me tilt this. Also check to see how much time I have till first break. Which I don't think is that terribly long from right now. I'm just trying to be aware of that. Let's see. Yep. Pretty close, actually. Which, by the way, I'll be swapping to the other project for the next hour. That is why I wanted to at least get this blocked out a little bit. Let's see. I should probably make one for napkin. Yeah. Let's see. Cup and napkin. Mine aren't. Napkin color. Alright. I think I like this purple a little bit better. Although I'm technically not even done fully shading, I'll be real honest with you. I imagine there are people who could probably already tell that. But for those of you who can't, or at least can't discern it from first glance, which that's totally fine. Honestly, it's more of a bit more shading on the glass here, plus I want to make it actually look like a glass. So it's gonna be a little effect thing I'll have to do later once I add a wee bit more highlights here and there. Also, yeah. Let me change this color here so I can actually see it. Although, probably stand to make that even darker so that actually... Although it would help if that were underneath there. Ah! Oh well. I'm like, that should be visible. But it's not. Alright, let's see. Get this color, fill in the rest of the flat color space here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alright, let's get that little spot there. Make sure there's nothing else. There's gonna need to be a shadow. Oh, and I missed a wee spot right there. Okay, good. Let's zoom out. Oh, yeah. Napkin was definitely a good idea. So I felt it was a little bit empty without having something underneath it. Alright. So, save. And I will be taking my first break because my neck is getting a wee bit cranky already, which I am not surprised. So I'll be back in usual about 10 minutes and gonna swap projects for a bit. Wrong screen. Let's get back here. Also refilled my water while I was at it. Also, before I get back to, I'm not working on this one, the other one being this one here. What's the word? Basically, I had checked on why certain stuff in my VODs were randomly muted for no good reason. Because I don't play copywritten music, so I did not understand for the life of me why it was muted. I went and checked and it said it was some random song called The Traveler, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I know it's not that song. And it was the same flag in both, and it was just like, how you can tell this is an automated service that I can't be bothered to back up that potential flag. It's basically like YouTube in that regard. Also, pen tool. Yeah. Let me try this one. Where's the lines for this? Since I'm gonna clean this up and I might change how this looks a wee bit. Although, let me actually lock this briefly. I see a little red bit here. Nope, I did not go on the right layer. That would help. Let's see. I don't really tend to draw necklaces or anything. Maybe stuff with some beads. I forgot that one was there. Oh, so let's make that a little bit larger. So I can actually see what the heck I'm doing. You know, that would help. Let's hide this, I think, for a little bit. I think I want to change how the petals fold. I'll be real honest. I think that's not quite right. Honestly, trying to draw rose petals without a reference of some kind can be a little bit difficult. Just based on the way they tend to work out. Also, hi to anybody who came in during the break. Sorry, I kind of launched right into this. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday so far. I am working on one of my two digital works in progress that will be making it to my Redbubble shop once they are done. Pressed a little too hard. Also, I just checked on where the laptop cooler is, and it literally just got to the next borough over to get over here. So, yeah, that's not getting here until I suspect, say, 5 or 6 p.m. My best guess. As long as it shows up today, I'm pretty much fine. Let's. I should probably zoom in a little bit, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Whoops. Pressure sensitivity, I was pressing a wee bit too hard. Some days it's easy to remember that that's a thing. Other days, not so much. When I do my original sketches on my tablet, that is not a thing. Although technically I could do that if I wanted to, but honestly, I feel like it's a little bit more difficult if I do adjust it when it comes to doing pressure sensitivity on a regular tablet. Let's erase you. Nope, I don't think I needed that other one to be erased. Come on, come on. But yeah, when I saw the, what's its face? The parts of the VODs being muted, I was so confused just because, yeah, I don't play any copywritten music. I haven't played any copywritten music in quite some time, so I was confused as all hell. And then I basically was, this morning, because I knew I probably wasn't going to get to it yesterday when I initially planned to. Listened to where the music was muted, and then I was just like, and I thought maybe because, you know, it's a cover of a thing, and I was like, maybe that's it. And then I saw what it said the actual flag was for, and I'm just like, that makes no sense. That song's certainly not in there. Specifically, when I was doing my art thing last week, they were like the Kingdom Hearts cover. They were like, hey, this is like something something stairwell, and I'm like, that is not the stairwell. I don't know what stairwell is, but I'm pretty sure it's not, you know, Kingdom Hearts cover. I can surely attest to you that. So more than likely, there might be similar notes in there and the system automatically flags them. So I basically was like, I'm gonna contest this. Please and thank you. Because obviously I want to avoid, because, you know, if I don't contest it and it ends up getting a strike on the channel, that would obviously be a problem, because you're only allowed 3 of those, and your account can potentially be terminated, so I very much try to keep an eye on those. Hi, Jane! I'm still- oh no! How are you doing? How are you surviving the return to, you know... there. I was basically chatting about random, bits of a couple of my VODs getting muted. 2 of them. 98%. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I got basically muted for a stupid incorrect reason. So I basically was like, how about we don't do that? I was like, I'll be contesting this, okay, thanks. Of course, they're still in what we... yeah, when you first get started and it's just like... I'm glad to see everybody again, especially, you know, given ye old plague and everything. So, I understand. I understand that very well. I lived it. And then basically once everything gets to whatever semblance of normal it is, that's when, you know, they start to be assholes. Essentially. Sorry, yeah, I already contested it because it was... the flag was stupid. It was just, like, a small portion. One was, like, near the end of the video, and the other one was, like, weirdly in the middle, and it was just, like, first of all, I know what I played during those videos, so... I don't know what you're talking about, because it's like, I've played both of those before. Because what it was flagged for was not related to what was actually being played. Basically, it was a different song altogether, and it was just like, I don't know that song, I never played that song. So, yeah. No, they didn't give me a DMCA. No, we're fine. We're fine on that one. It's just that those got muted. Because I checked, and it says right there, no DMCA strikes, so we're good on that front. Because I would have cursed the living fuck out of them if that was a DMCA strike. Like, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, that's a thing. They have membership, which is basically the same thing as Patreon, which I have one on mine. Donut tier. But yeah, they had pre-rolled them out, which I had early access, and then they rolled it out to everybody. So that's a thing. Which, by the way, if anybody wants to check out my Ko-fi for stuff that I sometimes don't post on, you know, my social media pages and whatnot, definitely can check there if you don't feel like, you know, subscribing on Twitch because Bezo can suck it, although technically it's not him now because he's not the CEO, but, you know, Amazon can, you know, kick rocks. Then that's another way you can do it, and basically it goes to my PayPal, so I get that money immediately. Also, you can also support by doing a donut membership tier, which is a soul membership tier that I have on there right now, and that'll probably be the only one I have on there, just because I don't feel like I need to do too much with that. And basically it'll allow for people to have exclusives of stuff to show up on stream, whether it be crafts or art stuff. But yeah, definitely go and check it out. Not required. I never require anybody to be like, hey, go buy my shit or something. Also, I'm swearing a bit, but I don't care. That is why I had the mature rating on. Anyhow, let me continue cleaning this up. Oops. Also, Jane, before I forget, did your GIF have a sound attached to it? Because I was actually getting around to actually doing that before stream today. But did it have a sound attached to it? Because I don't see one in my files, and I didn't see one when I looked in the... our past conversation in Discord. Maybe I don't remember. Yeah, I put the GIF in there, but I don't remember it had a sound effect. I swear it had one, but for the life of me, I don't remember what it is. This is what happens when you have to change computers. Everything is just like... If not, I'll probably go searching in there later to see, you know, if I missed something. But yeah, the GIF is actually there. So if you do exclamation point Jane, it should show up. But I swear it had a sound of some kind. Alright, let's... But yeah, mechanical pencils, to answer your question, it is indeed a thing that exists now on Ko-fi. Which they had been meaning to do that for a while. I guess they were getting everything set up in order to do so. Which is probably why it took them a while, because they had mentioned that like months ago. Yeah, that's what honestly what I'm thinking. Not that I have anything going on Patreon anyway. So, plus that would basically, you know, allow me less places to need to do stuff. So, yeah. I might do the same. If not for just convenience sake. Yep. Because it's just like, also, I feel like it's too much stuff too, where it's just like, hey, you have to have stuff here, 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 and the third. Which is honestly the main reason why I haven't really gotten into TikTok, although I know like small businesses and such, and you know, streamers have gotten into it to, you know, get some traffic and so on. Which, I do understand it being a good idea, but it's one of those, I don't want to have to do another thing. Like, I'm really sick of this. Can I just have my couple of links and call it a day, please? That'd be great. Oh, you gutted it. Huh. I hadn't realized. I do see, and you know, like, whenever you guys post new things on there, because they have the little alert thing. Which I clear every so often, just because it kind of drives me nuts. It's half the time it's Ko-fi announcing shit, and it's like... oops. Nope. Too big. No. Also, I heard the gate close, so I'm wondering if that's the mail person. Although, I don't think we have any mail coming today. Although, I know my tea has supposedly gotten sent, but it's not been showing up on my informed delivery for some reason. Also, should I move my mic closer to my face? Which I really do enjoy being able to put this on here. I still can't believe I did not realize you could flip this over to have an attachment to go onto the camera arm. I really can't believe I didn't realize that. But now I know. And that makes life a lot easier, especially when it comes to stuff like this. Do 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 do. Where are you? There. And find where I'd put that. Gently. Also, I should turn that down. I stop accidentally making really huge ones. Alright. The main thing I want to tweak, well, not in regards to this, but you know, the behind the scenes stuff, is to make the bot actually shout out in the channel itself that, you know, when I end up showing up live. Which, I used to do that when I was on my old laptop. But given the Switch, I've not been able to have it do that. So I'm gonna have to see about tweaking the permissions and seeing if that works. I've done all the stuff to connect it there, and it just doesn't do it, and I'm not quite sure what the issue is. And I've looked up, you know, potential solutions and stuff. But nothing so far has seemed to work, and it's kind of irritating me. I mean, yes, I can manually do it myself, but it makes it a lot easier for me when the bot, you know, does the thing. At least in my channel. Alright. Let's see. Although, let me actually tilt that, you know. So I can do that way. Also, let me see what that flat color looks like with that. Okay, it's a little bit better. Also, Honestly, should just draw in some links. But I really don't feel like it when it comes to this. That's just me. Let me zoom that back in a little bit. I swear zooming out made it look really, really tiny, which, given I don't need this to be really thick of a line, that is completely fine with me. Also, getting back to the Ko-fi thing, realize I went kind of on a tangent a bit, as I am wont to do a lot. I was honestly thinking about getting rid of some of this posts on there. Not that I think anything's terrible, but it's more of I kind of want to clear it out a little bit as well. Make way for newer stuff. Uh, yeah, that's what I thought. Let me erase bits here and there. I adjusted the lines a little bit, so there's gonna be areas that don't quite mesh as correctly as I did before. Also, I did say I was gonna go check to see if they left anything. At the front door, although I don't think so. Because I said no regular mail today. Uh... Alright, save that, although it's not quite perfect, and I'll be right back. Just want to make sure there's nothing hanging out on the porch or something. Although, not that we get stuff stolen from, but always better to be safe than sorry with that. You're back. Back. Didn't see anything. I swore I heard the gate though. So, I felt this line would be important, but I don't think so. And let's get that.
Nah. Yeah.
Kind of busy, but hello. And landscaping people. Help. I'm not sure if the mic's gonna pick that up terribly much, but yeah, they're the bane of my existence every time they come around. Okay, yeah. Mic doesn't pick it up. Although I imagine it might pop up in the background when I'm talking. But it's like, for me personally, it's obnoxiously loud, and I hate it. Alright. Let's see. It hasn't really progressed since, like, the flat colors. Let me erase what I have here. Yeah. Although I could just clear the layer and save myself the time. Let's see. Nope, darn it. Airbrush, come back. And then that's gonna disappear, so I'll have to go and select that again. Cause it's hard to find that stupid brush. And then pencil number 2. Although, where is that? Pencil. That's that one. Ugh. Alright. That's not what I need right now. I just wanted to make sure I'd be able to find that again. Alright, so let's see. Where's this color at? Okay. Let's make that a little bit lighter. Maybe. If you're going to Galaxy that, I need to do something like so. Because I kind of want, like stars and stuff in her hair. Because, space buns, so I'm kind of taking it in a literal approach. It depends. If you're getting your Patreon, if you're getting rid of your Patreon, you might want to try and do tiers, but I personally only have one tier currently. But that's just me. Honestly, do what you think is best. Alright, advanced colors. And then, let's see. But either option could be a good idea. It's almost like a Northern Lights color, that one. Also, need to erase that. And one that. So let's actually make that a little bit larger. Given I'm zoomed out right now. Because given this hair, I want to keep this as soft as I possibly can. I do add stars. Let's see, can I get a lighter color within that? Airbrush. But yeah, I know that doesn't really help in the answering of your questions. Like, hey, what should I do? And it's like, But yeah, it's questions like those where I'm just like, I don't want to tell people what to think. I'd rather they come to their own conclusions and give potential suggestions and so on. Where are we? Plus, I can always go a little bit dark and go almost black. For areas here. Although, let me just up the opacity a bit. But yeah, this one is not as further along. See, I have the flats, but do you want to refine a thing or two and then get to a bit more shading stuff and things? Which I'm gonna require a couple more layers for that. This has kind of been hanging out here for a while. Okay, I do have some shading, like for the skin, which if I did the skin, yeah, it's a little too saturated. Let's lower that opacity by a bit. Although, how about I erase a little bit of that down here? Blend that out a little bit. And what kind of tiers did you have, or rather, do you currently have on your Patreon? Which, oops, I need to stop doing that. I keep zooming in way too quickly. I try to be a bit more slow and methodical about it. But that seems to not be the case today. Alright, also let me add another. I can go this and then go a wee bit darker for a little bit here. Although, I think I'd rather have that underneath the blush. And then that needs to get a wee bit lightened. Like a little spot of that. So let's make this. Dun-dun-dun-dun. I have 3. Just for, yeah. For perks, digital downloads, a 5 Oh. Oh, that's really, really good. I had the same $1 one. What was it? I took down the one that had wallpapers just because it's a bit. Let's see. A little bit overwhelming just because, given all the stuff I've been doing a wallpaper every month is not feasible for me. Like, I mean, if art were my sole thing, it'd probably be a lot less difficult, but given it's not, it is difficult. The downside of doing too many things. Let's see. Alright, so I had done that using darker color. Let's get underneath the chin too. Also, downloadable coloring pages sound really, really fun. It's one of those things where I'm like, if my lines were, you know, a little bit more solid in places, I'd be considering doing that at some point. Because that is always a good idea. Also, erase that. Let's see. Can I layer like a light bit of this blue here so it like recedes a little bit more? Because if I do just straight that dark brown, it'll certainly look a little too flat for my liking. Oh, let's turn that back up. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm like, why does that look like that? I'm just blending it all out of existence. That's great. That's totally fine. Not like I needed it. So let's fix that. Okay, now I can come here with the blender and just soften the edges of it a wee bit. How do I feel about that? Okay. That seems alright. Alright, and also when it comes to the face, the part where the hair meets the front of that, we'll need a little bit of that too. So although I could probably just go in with this instead rather than the airbrush. Move you over. Let's see. Alright. Let me turn down the opacity a bit. Erase a little bit of up here. Because I want it there, I just don't want it exacerbatingly blatant, is all. Okay, that's this layer. Alright. A little bit less. That's better. Although, let's get rid of that little bit right in the eye. Lay it right there. Let's see. No, I think I want that softer, so... Okay, it is the right color still. Okay, awesome. So I know I sometimes go on with the wrong color and it's like, why does that look weird? Because it's incorrect, that's why. Alright. Okay. Save that. I'm not sure. Is it break time? Yep, it's about break time. Oof. I literally shifted my back. Oh, right about where my neck makes my back. Just said absolutely not. Ow. So that means it indeed is break time, which this is the second break of the day. So if you've been hanging out with me for the past 2 hours, I suggest you get up and stretch however you choose to, or grab some water, or, you know, some food. Also, I realized I haven't drank water since I got back on here. Which today is kind of like hot in a muggy sort of way, but you know, the actual heat index is not terribly high. Which is at least a little bit helpful. But yes, break for me. So I'll be back for the last bit for about another 10-minute break. Just gonna get up and stretch mostly, have more grapes, check on the laundry, and all that. Might be a little bit longer, depending on if the clothes need to come out, which they probably might have to at this point. So, yeah. Laundry and stuff, so totally feel free to play the... Might hang out just a wee bit over time, not terribly much also. This looks a little bit too high for my liking. Okay, that's better. That's better. Awesome. Alright. So I'm going to poke at this a little bit more and then switch back to the food one that I originally started to stream with. Let's... let's have at this a little bit. Make that a little bit larger. Also, let me blend that a little bit. Soften that out. Also, the edge of here. Also, I seem to... Oh yeah, the nose. I need bits of that a little bit. And shadow. Oops. Oh, also, yeah, that's gonna need to be... I apparently missed that little bit of a line. Somehow. Yeah, the underside should be a wee bit in shadow. Let's see. And then erase a little bit of that. Also, I think that's, yeah, it's part of the face here. So let me just quickly add that bit of color where it's supposed to be. Oh, so the grapes were starting to unfreeze a little bit, so I put it back in the fridge, not fridge, freezer. To let them harden up a little bit. So no grape munching at the moment. Oh, wrong layer anyway. Oops. Although, it's a good thing that was the wrong layer, given I was erasing instead of adding shading here. So that actually worked out pretty well. Oops. Here. Here-ish. Although... Oh, how about I actually... Oh, that's a pencil. The hell is wrong with me? Ugh. I swore I thought I clicked the eraser. Mr. Burns, hello. How goes? I am here apparently misclicking things, although at least I actually remembered to click the live button when I sat down here, unlike yesterday. Ugh. Yeah, I'll forever be pissed at myself for that one. Yeah, I was literally sitting here for like 24 minutes blabbing, and then I realized this thing isn't on. That was fun. I was sitting there having my tea knitting, thinking I was talking to people, and it was like, no, you are not, because you neglected to click the start streaming button. Dumbass. Ugh. Wrong layer. There. Anyway, how has your Wednesday been so far? Let me shrink that down a bit. But yeah, I've been flip-flopping between this piece and the other one. Which I'm not sure if you saw it on Instagram. The art Instagram specifically. Oh! Oh no! That's not good. That is not good at all. What the hell happened that you went to that at 10 a.m.? Dude. And then lightly erase a little bits of this. I was gonna say if the neighbors were making noise, but I'm like, no, that's old place. Just normal. Boo. Sorry, that sucks. I would be very much not pleasant company if I ever slept like that. I'll tell you that right now. I am very cranky without my sleep. And usually require caffeine. Not want to punch people in the face. Whoops. Please select the right things so I don't have to do that. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark for there. So, how about I airbrush a little bit of that to lighten that up. I'm a I can hear the contempt sarcasm coming out of that. Which I imagine is the point, but still. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it so it's not too dark. Ha 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 ha. Oops. Need to stop fucking clicking that. Also stop clicking that. I accidentally closed things. Okay, I'll leave that alone for now. Although... Come on. A little bit of this. Lower the opacity by a lot. And get a little dark blue so a little bit of the areas can recede in the background a little bit more. Although, let's make that a bit bigger. So I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Advanced color select. Move that over there. Blend that out to soften a wee bit. Alright. Although, I can go over that with a light bit of erasing. Whole thing, so it's not too... Also, guess who has to buy a replacement laptop cooler for the replacement laptop cooler, because this one is outright crap. So I have that coming later, which they said it got to the other borough like an hour ago, so more than likely it's gonna show up like, say, a bit in the evening. I imagine 6 or 7, my best guess. See all updates. Yeah, arrived at carrier facility a little over an hour and a half ago, just about. It's fine. As I'm just glad I can actually return this one, because it was still within the 30-day window. So there's that. I can get my money back. I just need this one to show up today so I can use the box, because I got rid of the box thinking this one would be fine, and that turned out to be not true. So that's fun. Yeah, no, that's one of those things I try to keep track of. Don't always do it, but I usually try to at least keep track of it so I know, you know. Oh, let's turn up opacity by a lot. Also, how about I think this will be a bit larger? I might need to fix this. Not this side, the other one. I feel like it might be slightly off. Although I could be incorrect. Wouldn't be the first time ever. I need a little bit of that, and... Also, as usual, I had to go grab laundry. Which is why we have two laundry gift commands. Jesus, my brain just literally... just went, nope, we're not saying those words correctly. Ugh. Alright, let's see. Outer edge. Whoops. How about if I can actually follow the edge, you know, like I'm supposed to. I figured that was gonna happen. Since I was being a little bit loose with the blending on that one. Where are we? There we go. Put that back. Hello? I pressed the thing. It does that sometimes, and it's very much annoying when you select the tool and it doesn't do the thing like it's supposed to. Thankfully, that's not a chronic thing, but very much irritates me when it does happen. It's just like you're trying to do the thing, and it won't let you. Okay, I might add a little bit of whites to that down the line. Also, save a wee bit. Yeah, I should probably switch over a little bit to the other one again, which that would be this. I added the napkin. A little bit. Let's see. How would I feel about this having that color? Because I just put this color just so I could see what I was doing. I figure this is probably better. Thanks. I actually put up stuff on the Instagram yesterday on the progress of this. I just added a napkin today. I sketched it in. And added some flat color. So there's gonna need to be a wee bit of shadow. Which eventually this will make it to Redbubble once I get it done. But I'm taking my time. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I need to add another one to shade the napkin. Napkin shading. Are you gonna be on today? I presume yes, but not entirely sure also. Oh wait, I have that. I could do that instead. That would be smarter. And go a little bit darker, and then... Actually, I don't think... Fair. I just wanted to check, because I know you've gotten, like, not great amount of sleep. And still have gone on sometimes, hence why I asked. Might be... Oh no! No. Try and get rest if you can. Yeah, 2 hours of sleep sounds like a not great time. I've only had that happen to me like once or twice, and it was not a fun time. Thankfully, that is a rare thing to happen. It would be not a great time for anybody if that were a frequent occurrence. I will tell you that right now. Demon! Hello. I am Marting. How are you? Do you have work today? Alright, and then probably a little dusting of that underneath given the hole. That's probably gonna... under there as well. Although, actually, probably be better if I did that. I could always erase it if I want to lighten up. Oh, also, anybody who happens to be hanging out. Yes, food is good. Alrighty. I shall likely be here when you get back. Let's see. Although I don't even need to do that. I don't know why. And what I mean is lean closer. It's not like I have a terrible time seeing it. I can read it says blender. So there's no reason for me to need to move up any closer. I feel like that's just force of habit on my part. Okay. Alright, and let's get you here. Zoom in a wee bit more. Yeah, I figured I missed that. Make sure I fill in that gap right there. Careful. Okay, that went outside of the thing. It's just erased from there. Oh wait, I forgot that's not full opacity. So that's kind of useless. What else? Oh yeah, over here. Let me... Actually... Yeah, the inner part, yes. The outside part, not so much. I could probably stand too. Go like this. And then turn back down the opacity. And then blend that out to soften it a little bit. Also, I'm not softening the entirety of the shadow just because, you know, the farther away you go is the more you can soften up a shadow. At least that's ideally what you can do. You don't have to follow that advice. Do that, and then lighter face here. Alright, turn that all the way back up before I forget to do so. What else? I think, yeah, this I need to shade a wee bit. Yeah. Oh wait, I have... Is it this color? No. It's probably this or that color, one of those two. Because I want to... reflect that it's glass. Also, I need to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, false alarm for the moment. So that's gonna happen when I least want it to then. That's great. What I always wanted. I hate those stupid false alarm sneezes. It's like, it feels like you're about to sneeze, and it's like, no. Given that there were landscapers and whatever outside, I'm not excuse me, not exactly surprised that my sinuses are gonna start rebelling sooner rather than later. Which is why I usually try to close the door. Or the window, rather. When they come around, although, given, you know, other windows are open, that is a useless endeavor on my part. Also, let's tilt you. I'm gonna need to erase a little bit of that. I'm back with the brush. Tilt that back upwards. Oh, I missed that one right in front of my face. That's helpful. I was really about to be like, let me see now that this is done. It's like, wait. I forgot this one. Oh, so I should probably shade the edges. Like, use the same color, but airbrush the edge, so... it's not all one-dimensional. Plus, the whole down here exists and needs to be shaded. That edge. And get down here. I figured I was gonna go over on that line. Where else? I think right. No. Somewhere. somewheres. Okay, right there. I was like, I knew I went over elsewhere, I just didn't remember where the heck that was. Oops. No, we are not right-clicking the pen today, because I don't need to right-click the goddamn pen. Over there a little bit more. Make sure down here is alright. Let's see. Let's see. And then this on the absolute edge, with a little bit of this. Let me zoom in here a little bit. And make this a lot smaller. And okay, what's that white bit right there? Let's go here. Nope. That's not it. Although... soften that up a little bit on that part. Ooh. Kinda busy. Yeah.
Busy for you. Thank you.
But... and make that a little less. Oops, no, we don't need that sparkle. Alright, go back to this and darker color right along the edge here on the bottom. And then erase that little bit right. Oops. A little bit over here. All right. Okay. This is apparently missing a couple of whoops. Little specks here and there. That's one of those things you don't really notice until you zoom in. That, hey, this thing might be missing a little bit of, you know, color in places it shouldn't be missing. Alright, and let me erase that. A little too hard. Oops. I can put that back in, it's fine. Okay, I need to stop accidentally picking up that tool. I don't need the sparkly tool right now. That is getting rather annoying. Do, 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 do. Alright. Gently. Oops. Although I'm not sure what that white speck is. I think that's... Nope, not that layer. Okay, which layer is that then? Alright, so we'll be searching through the layers for that. Mm-hmm. Alright, none of those. Oh, that's up there? The hell? That ended up down there. Alright, whatever. Let's blend this guy. Oh, okay. Where is napkin slash cup? That's what I thought. Although, probably gonna change it to something else later anyway, so it technically doesn't matter. What color line art is currently? I kind of want to differentiate the cup from the napkin. So that also, let's get those little bits of line that didn't change color. Oh, come on. Sorry, don't mind me. Hands not been stretched all day. Also, I feel that right in here. This is why hand stretches are important. Also, my neck, once I get up for today. I will definitely be doing that as well. I know we've hit the 3-hour mark, but I'm going over about 10 minutes or so. That's because I had to pause and deal with the laundry, so I'm gonna do that in regards to this. Okay. Yeah, anything that goes over there is pretty much a no. Oops. All right. All right, there. I see a bit of gray peeking through. I have to figure out a color to shade that. Also, oh, let me napkin. A tiny bit of blue happening. Whoops. Wrong layer. Oh wait, no, it's not the wrong layer. It's because I'm using the same color as that. Would make it pretty much disappear. If I had thought about it more than 5 seconds, I probably would have put this on a different layer. But it's too late now. I mean, arguably I still could, but don't really feel like it. Alright. Let's see. Where can I start putting a couple of highlights here and there? This side. Let me grab the original color a little bit later. And zoom in on hits. And I really need to stop clicking this goddamn pen. There's a button for like some shortcuts, which would be actually handy, but I don't really use it, so I have no need for it. Also, oops. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of that. And then sum that up a wee bit. Okay. Although, actually, I need to zoom in and make sure I touch the right place. Oh, apparently there are gaps in that. I can see the gray right through there. That's great. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to blend that out. At least I don't think I do. Alright, so that's fine for now. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought was gonna be next. So, let's see. Maybe this. Demon, not sure if you heard me before, because you probably are busy or something, but I hope you're doing alright. Although, actually... yeah. And my neck is very much protesting. Welcome back! I told you you'd be back before I head off. What kind of tea have you brought with you? I'm always up for tea. Well, unless it's stupid hot. That's usually the only time I'm not for tea. Ooh, chai! Oh, speaking of tea, the loose leaf tea I have, which I saw they have their own website. They have some chai tea plus some other teas that are in actual tea bags. So I wouldn't need like the infuser for all the teas they have, which is great news, but at the same time, I'm like, I still need probably to get, you know, another one. If the metal one is currently bent. Yeah, I'm very glad they have their own website. Mainly because I won't have to, you know, buy through Amazon, which they have free US shipping, so that's pretty good. Let's see. Although, let's see. Opacity, turn it down by a lot. Then this one, and then blend that a little bit. Also, I have a link tree of all the stuff and things for anybody who happens to be here and wants to know where to find me, which you can find my Etsy shop where I sell the hand knits and stuff, which is my usual main focus. My art and also my knitting Instagram. Those are two different Instagrams. And let's see, Patreon for the moment, although I might not keep my Patreon. I might just use Ko-fi as Patreon just because I do the same things. So, there's that. Also, let's see, YouTube too. I haven't posted anything on YouTube in a seriously long time, but I have ideas. It's just more of I need to actually get around to doing them. So, that's my main issue. Also, let me do this color. I'm gonna lightly go over this with... This doesn't need like a ton of it. You just need the mere existence. Also, let's turn up the actual opacity back on this thing. That's better. But yes, click on the Linktree link and you will find all the places I am. Alright. My neck is definitely complaining at me. So I'm definitely gonna have to head off soon enough or else it'll be very upset. You could at least... I whip it. No worries. I am like the last person alive who minds anybody lurking. Also, what are you working on? How goes your Wednesday? Ugh. Probably not going to be on terribly much longer, which also, to note, I do have a thing where I say I would do stream later, but it's a bit late now just because, you know, I'm going to be ending soon. Mythos from Knitting, sock yarn. I'm not familiar with that, but that doesn't mean terribly much. But that sounds like fun. Also very much would make me want to scream, because sock yarn sweater, because that will take forever. Especially on me. What was I about to do? I was about to do the thing, the shade, is what I was gonna do. Did I? Yeah, I selected the color. I just want to make sure. Then, wait, no, that's a different layer. That would be a bad idea. Here. I was about to shade, and that would have been very much an incorrect thing to do. How far have you gotten on it so far? Oh, have we gotten to the portion of the stream where I can't speak proper English sentences? Yeah. I think we have. Oops, that is outside of my jurisdiction with the shading here. So I will be erasing that. It's a knit sideways. You make two halves and then... Ah! Okay, so it's not seamless. Okay. I'm usually lazy for the non-seamless things. Uh... Alright, do I want it? Yeah, I can add like a little dusting of a slightly lighter color. Where are we? And then blend that out to make it a little less. And move you over to the other side so I can do the same here. Alright, that's better. Oops. How did I get over there? That's the other one I was working on. How it jumped over there. I think cause moving and then moving the mouse at the same time, which is very much unhelpful. I also need highlights on the donut, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, the lowlights are there. So I can use this color probably to at least help out in highlights. Where are we? I arguably can go a little bit lighter. Yeah, I can go a little bit lighter. It's pretty much gonna be almost white. I'm trying to avoid making it too shiny, because too shiny means it looks fake. So, actually, let me go back to the color I was originally using for that. Start from there. Alright. Let me erase that. And then just a touch of the lighter color. Where are we? No, but it'll look seamless in the end. Okay. Fake donut. What sort of cruel savage would make a fake donut? Probably the same people who make fake pockets. Alright. Yeah, about there should be fine. Don't do much. Oh, straw. Straw also needs to exist. Is that back? Okay, yeah, the mic decided to do what it want. I didn't mute anything. It just decided it had enough, apparently. There we go. That was weird. That's the second time that's happened, though. About where did I cut off at? I think I was basically saying that, this is definitely approaching being done. Just need to shade a little bit here and there. And also, I might have to adjust this to stupid bright green. Which, let me fill this background from now before I forget. Because I'm pretty sure there are some gaps, so it's like a little bit of... Oh, whoops. Because it was on the brush, that would be why. I suspect. The eraser, yeah. That would certainly do it. I can't remember. Okay, yeah. I honestly did this, so... If there are any sort of breaks like that, it's definitely a lot easier to see. So, that right there. There's not terribly much, but I will certainly have to go and poke at those. So, that, and also, this one, I have barely gotten to the shading, so this is gonna probably take a while before I get to the defining stage in some things. But I made progress, which is always good. Alright, hopefully no more technical issues for the rest of that little monologue. Where am I? I have a face. Yay. Alright. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I worked on those. Okay, we're almost 3.5 hours in, so yeah. Definitely time for me to end before my neck basically will start screaming at me. Which it probably will soon. Do I have anyone I want to host? Nah. I have laundry to put away, so I'm probably not going to host. But yeah, tomorrow I have usual off time, so I will be back again on Friday doing the crafty stuff and things. Probably another dish towel. Might spin a little bit. We'll see. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday and our Thursday if there are lovely people in Futureland hanging out here. But yeah, bye! My neck really hates me.